So, because last time this shit happened, the market went crazy, obviously, right? When truck prices went up. Obviously, it was a different scenario with the pandemic. But last
Well,
time,
20, it was so.
yeah. So, I mean, to me, like these are all signs that we're gonna start heading towards a better trucking market. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
Especially
because
with all the Punjabis getting kicked off the road.
okay, but think about this. That's a very valid point. So what's going to happen to these trucks?
I mean, they're
So
gonna have to
now
start
you've
building them
got
here.
well,
Yeah, people are trying to get out. I see a lot of used trucks down here in Texas on Facebook Marketplace. They're
exactly.
flooding the market.
Well, so
That's exactly where
So
I
what's going
was
to happen is
going.
going to start buying these used trucks. They're not going to buy the new trucks, and then it's going to force
Yeah.
Freightliner and these companies to start building it here.
Well,
Which is what Trump said all along: bring the jobs back.
Yeah, exactly. So I
okay,
There you
mean,
go. It's going to be a perfect storm. Now, who's going to work the jobs? Couldn't tell you because people don't want to work jobs to begin with. So they're going to have to
okay,
kick everybody off social services to a point where you get back to work. But don't worry, AI is going to destroy TikTok, and everybody's going to have to get off TikTok and get back to work.
well, didn't they already change the shit to the social welfare programs to like limit them to a certain amount of time now, or no?
Yeah, 2 years retroactive, and they cut the program 50%. But here's the kicker: they said this is all the money we're giving to the states. Now the states can shuffle around and say, okay, we'll take from this program and that. So we haven't seen it yet because the government is letting the states. Now another thing is this: everybody's saying, well, illegal immigrants don't get money, don't get like free health care from the government. That is true, but the states give it to them. Then what does states do? Get money from the government.
Yeah, but look what New York did, bro. They took it from like all these different programs, right?
That's what I'm saying. They're going to
Yeah,
take from
yeah,
other
exactly.
programs, shut other down, and then give WIC and all this welfare back, and then the other programs are going to suffer. Then they're going to go back
And
to
then
the
you got
government and
this
say we
fucking,
need more money.
you got this nut job in New York, dude. That's like literally running on
Yep.
like communism right now, dude.
Socialist. Yep, socialism.
exactly.
Yeah,
Jesus
that
Christ,
is.
dude. And he's talking about like what? What was he talking about?
And
Giving a,
he's gaining steam, and yet you have most billionaires in this country live where? In New York City as their main
well, no,
residence.
they're. I mean, they're running, dude, out of California and New York. I mean, these people are like these rich people are running out of there, dude. They're.
As they should. As they should.
Well, but
I
this
mean,
they
because
Nah,
they
should.
can
that
afford to.
that's
But
not
then
true,
why are
bro.
they? Oh, it's
Poor people are
100%
moving out
true,
of there
bro.
right
New
now.
York
So,
lost billions and billions of tax dollars from billionaires because they left.
Trump
Same thing with
changed his
California.
residence from New York City to Mar-a-Lago,
Yeah,
and
dude.
well,
that's all
Trump
they're
made
going to
all
do.
his money in New York, so now all the people that retired go down to Florida from New York. They're all New Yorkers.
Well,
That's right.
correct.
Okay,
But you're talking about like old school New Yorkers back in the day. But right now, they're all running out of there, bro. Out of New York is this crazy.
Yeah,
California
because of that.
came out with the luxury estate tax, whatever, a real estate tax. So like if you sell your house and it's worth over a certain amount, you got to pay like 5% or some crazy shit like that of your total
How's
It
sales of the
Cali
house.
almost
happen?
can, but they had a millionaire tax. Then they had a mansion tax. The
Mansion
mansion
tax.
tax,
There
what
you
you're
go.
talking
Yes,
about.
yes.
So they have both, and a lot of states are doing that, and that's what they want to do. And I'm like, so they want to penalize you for being rich. So
And then you can't
there
get
you go.
insurance on your house for like fire. And then like, they're
Can, but I'll give you a real life story. There's a chick named Heidi Montag that's all surgeried up, and her husband's name is Spencer Brett.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
their house was like 2.3 million burned to ground in the California wildfires of last year. They just got a settlement check for $1 million. They cannot buy and reproduce that because of the cost. But
Can't even probably buy the
wealthy people out there, they can do it, and they're doing it. But
He's
they're
going
like,
after
well, where are
Newsom.
we
He's the
going to
guy
live?
going after Newsom, right? For stealing the
Yep.
money from the fire donations or fire whatever.
Yeah, and they're also suing them because their reservoir should have been able to contain the fire, and it didn't.
exactly.
And
It was
they
empty.
were doing some major construction at the wrong time, and they were just dragging their feet on it. But the other thing is, they sent fire trucks from Oregon and Washington State, and they stopped them in Sacramento and said, "You don't meet the carbon emissions, so you can't go down there." So it was like a perfect storm to burn all the houses down, and they wouldn't go
Yeah.
to the Pacific Ocean and get that because it's salt water,
I
and
mean,
they didn't want to do that.
but then what about the stuff that Trump was talking about when he was on Rogan? Everybody's like, "Oh, he's crazy," because they didn't want to like mess up. They don't want to like kill the fish, so they didn't want to like make a whatever thing from the lake, and they could have had like as much water as they wanted to.
I
Exactly.
think
So
I
yeah,
think people
salt
mess with
water,
Cali
that
when they
carbs.
say stuff like that, bro. I
No,
think
no,
people are
that's what I
messing with
thought too. I'm
Cali,
like, dude,
dude.
Trump's crazy.
So
What
the
is he talking
wealthy
about?
hired
Fishies,
private
dude.
fire, but they couldn't contain it all. I mean,
So
pretty
the
much
thing,
everybody lost their house.
I go to Cali often, man. I deliver around the LA area and all that shit. And I live in Texas now. The housing market in Texas slowed down a lot. Florida
Majorly.
slowed down a lot. But in New York, Cali, all these states, the housing market is still pretty strong. That means a lot of people are still buying and moving. And
And where
if
Cali,
you go to Cali, yeah, if you go
bro?
to Cali,
dude. What do you,
They're not even worried about what the rest of the country
It
is talking
depends on the
about.
areas.
bro?
Like
Cali,
Vegas is dying.
they're not moving their houses because they're not going to take. They don't want to take the losses, bro. I literally just
Well,
listened
they
to
can't get insurance for them,
yeah,
Bobby. That's
yeah.
the
I just listened
problem.
to
Yeah, that too.
the coffee hour with Graham Stuffins, whatever. He had the real estate guy on there. And he
Yep.
was just talking about he doesn't even want to sell real estate in Los Angeles no more. The reason he's staying there because that's where he
Everybody's
started.
pulling off the
Yeah,
market
dude,
because they
Cali's
know
done,
they
bro.
can't
Nobody's
do it.
moving
So
to Cali.
realtors are getting out of market at a record pace. So real estate is dead. So when people say I'm making real estate, now you're lying. So everybody in 2020 went to Austin, Texas, and Nashville from New York and California.
Yeah, in Florida.
Okay, there are 5,000 empty apartments in downtown Nashville right now, sitting empty.
Yep, I knew that. I knew
Okay,
that.
that's 5,000. That's not. That
That's
is
crazy.
humongous.
We might as well just turn it into Section 8 housing. Give people
Average
free
rent
homes.
is like 25 to 3,000 a month down there for that. They can't afford it.
Anything though.
Anybody remember the Canadian water bombers in
Yes.
the California fires? I
Yes,
just
sir.
have to get that in, Bobby.
What? I don't know anything about water bombers.
They went out and helped California when they had
Oh, with the
wildfires.
helicopters, whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
with the
Mhm.
planes. I think
They didn't get in
the whole
trouble.
world tried to help them, and California was like, "No, we don't want it."
Yeah, they got in trouble, right? They told them to beat it, stop trying to put out fires. Like, dude,
Yeah.
what are you doing, dude? Jesus
killing
Christ,
the
man.
fish.
That's why I say you don't want to move to California. Yeah, you can take whatever there, visit, but you don't want to live there. It's. I mean, they will fine you if you have your sprinkler on too much in the summer.
Yeah, which is absolutely
That's in
crazy.
Texas as well. I live in Texas. We get droughts here. I
Yeah.
can't fill my pool or something like that. Like
And
they'll have
electricity.
days.
Like the state of New
Yeah.
York has rolling blackouts. Can you
Not
imagine
New
100
York, not New York.
degrees
California
and they
does, not
turn
New
off
York.
your AC for a matter of hours? I mean, in 5 minutes, your house is like 90 degrees.
But they were actually
There you go.
doing that, right?
They
Come
were,
on.
they were doing rolling
Yeah, they
blackouts
were
in
doing
New
it.
York and California, and saying it's for the power grid.
No, New York. I lived in New York. New York never had blackouts. We've never had issues with blackouts over there. You got to think most of New Yorkers live on those freaking islands, like the five boroughs. Upstate is completely empty.
Yeah, I don't know,
But
man.
Cali, I've delivered so many freaking generators, these massive generators for United to Cali when I had the flatbed.
Like
Dude,
FEMA
they would
loads you're talking
freaking
about?
pay. I don't know what they were, but it would just be freaking rows of flatbeds just delivering in the San Francisco area and all those like northern Cali. I made really good money going up there with those freaking generators.